Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. It's now time to review headlines of today's newspapers. You could already hear the rustling
of the papers.
Yes.
Okay, so of course we start with this day on Saturday. And if we take it from the window, tension in Imo as terrorists kill 5 policemen couple. Sadly, Imo is rumbling again, but for the bad reasons. Imo, in the past few years, has witnessed terrible, horrific, crime incidences, and it's a pity that this is, coming back at a time that terrorists are now killing, 5 policemen and the couple. The elections are over. It looks like things are now, descending to the bad old days. I hope that the governor will be on top of it, and I hope that the Nigerian police and all the authorities will not allow this to go that way. On the strip below that, there's a story on page 5 of this day. Wema Bank reports gross earnings of 131 billion in 2022. And below the masthead, suspended Adama Rek at large, says INEC. We don't know where he is. Up till this moment, he has not reported to the commission.
We were just talking about this, that this Rek, we've not seen him. He didn't show up for the meeting when he was told to come to Abuja.
Yes, and that's what they're saying. Yeah.
Now that the suspension has been meted out, he's not even there to receive it. I wonder where he's hiding.
I don't know what to make of what INEC is saying here. It's like you are raising your hands and saying we're helpless. We can't find him, but he's suspended anyway. President Buhari has approved everything. But then if he has committed something untoward, what should be the punishment? Should he be declared wanted? Should the police be involved? Shouldn't the police be interested? I think those are the things that INEC will have to do if something as grave as what this Rek fellow did. I don't think that it's about just, asking him to disappear. I mean say, announcing that he has disappeared, we can't find him. Yes, we can find him if you really want to find him. But then what do you need him for? Is it to come and, report and be sanctioned properly?
Try and make sense of why he did what he did.
Because there must be sanction to bad behavior and to crime. And I think that what he did in Adamawa cannot just, go like that, because if you don't set examples, next election cycles, absolutely.
For something else. So, and just to quickly add to that, you were talking about the roles that INEC plays and the police plays, and during the week, Mr. Festus Okoye had come out to say, they are going to write a letter to the Inspector General of Police. The IGP. The party of the IGP said, they've not yet received the letter from INEC. Yes. It really speaks to the power that INEC has. We're talking about the fact that, are they helpless? Do they have enough, powers to prosecute and actually, not just prosecute, actually implement whatever, judgment or whatever decisions taken
on this thing.
So at this point, I always ask, what comes first? Should the police be the ones to really push and maybe declare him wanted and bring him in, or should that rest solely on INEC?
Both of them, I would say. But of course, what this exposes is the fact that there are political undertones to what the Rek in Adamawa did, and that there are big players in the Adamawa politics.
Of course.
Big players, those who are in Abuja, those who are elsewhere, those who ran to be president. So the interest was high, and of course the stakes were very high. So it shouldn't just go like that. It's the story of the good, the bad, and the ugly. The good part is that INEC, rediscovered itself and appeared to have done what is proper. But then you can't ignore the bad and the ugly, so that you can control the narrative some other time. Otherwise, elsewhere, worse things will happen, and people will cite Adamawa as an example of, what did INEC do when it happened in Adamawa? So it is important that the police work with INEC in ensuring that justice is served.
Definitely.
Okay, the lead story says Buhari celebrates last Sallah in Aso Rock Villa as president. Thanks Nigerians for tolerating him. Seeks forgiveness from those he wronged. Says he can't wait to go home. President Tinubu exchanged Sallah greetings on phone. Accept 2023 elections outcome, Sultan tells politicians. I mean, interesting bundle here. We already discussed the part of the president, celebrating his last Sallah in Aso Rock. This will be the 8th one that, he did. And of course, it's the last one. He can't wait to get to Daura, his hometown, and, to get back to what he likes doing, what he was doing before he became the president. And he's seeking, forgiveness from Nigerians. Like you said the other time, there'll be a whole load of Nigerians, whether they will forgive him or they will just say, Mr. President, you have done your best, just move on. Let's wait for the incoming president, who, by the way, the report says, had a phone conversation over Sallah, with the president. I think it's been about 4 weeks that he's been away now, that we've not seen him and everything. Those who try to be very critical of the president-elect will say, why is he calling? Did his team not say that part of why he was traveling, aside the fact that he needed the rest, was that he was going to be at Umrah? But then they will say that he didn't turn up at Umrah. The president went to Umrah for 8 days. We didn't see him with the president-elect there. The president returned, only for us to be told now that they are exchanging pleasantries on the phone. So people might be interested. Say that
his whereabouts.
After 4 weeks, if it's okay. I believe, of course, that he would need all the rest. Moving towards
the inauguration on May
29. Last but not the least, from this day, House minority members-elect move to produce 10th Assembly Speaker. That's on page 5. Who will succeed Femi Gbajabiamila as the Speaker of the House of Representatives.
There's been lots of back and forth. Of course, South, they believe that it's their turn, but then we have separate factions. They are saying that, it might come from the north or North Central. But let's move on very quickly now to the Saturday Vanguard. The major story there reads, Partisan Rex hurt 2023 polls badly. INEC source defends Yakubu, says he didn't appoint them. How Buhari and Senate have cleared the partisan Rex, and INEC can't find Adamawa Rex, says it falls on police to declare him wanted. We're just talking about this. So I guess now INEC is passing the baton on this responsibility on to the police, and we'll see how this plays out during
That's
the
interesting.
week.
The parts of this story that is key, Saturday Vanguard, is the fact that some of the Rex are partisan.
Yes.
And of course, they are attributing that to a source, an authoritative source within INEC. But they're saying that Yakubu, the chairman of INEC, is saying that I didn't appoint those people. We know those who appointed them. But for the partisan Rex, something really must be done. And I think that's what this story has exposed.
Definitely. All right, then just under here, we're seeing the 10th National Assembly, opposition parties resolve to produce speakers and others, saying that they now have a majority of 182 seats. That story can be found on page 11. But that's all.
I thought you were going to touch
I
on
wanted to touch on Hakimi. Very quickly on the top there, the Saturday Vanguard. Why is the world tumbling up for Hakimi? Did he act smart? Nigerians answer. Do you think Hakimi acted smart?
I'm not sure that I believe the story completely. I don't think that story will stand in court to say that, I don't have any money, all my money is with my mom. What sort of a guy is that? Anyway, we have to run. That brings us to the end of the morning show today. Thanks for watching and do stay safe. I'm Steve Ayorinde.
And I'm Sheto Atigari from our entire team here in Lagos, Nigeria. Enjoy the rest of your morning and, of course, the rest of your day. Goodbye and Eid Mubarak.